Hello, YouTube! I have been sick for a while, which is why this video is late. It's also why you get wet hair today, because I just took the first shower I've taken in about 3 days, and the idea of blowing hot air on my sinus region sounded horrible. It's been a very long time since I made a recommendation video. Did I already say that? I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. So here we go. The first thing I'm talking about today is a game called Threes. Threes is a fantastic game. It's also ruining my life. It's one of those games that doesn't stop you after a certain amount of lives, which used to really annoy me. I used to get really annoyed when I'd play games. I'd be like, oh, you used up your 6 lives, you can't play again for a couple of hours. But this is a really important feature in games for people like me who will just play games all day if the game doesn't physically stop me from doing it. Threes doesn't do that. So I have tricked myself countless times by saying, oh, I'm just gonna play one more game of Threes, and then like an hour goes by and I'm still playing Threes. The next game that I want to tell you about, I literally just downloaded like yesterday. It's called A Dark Room. I found it on the top free apps list on the App Store. It's this text-based game. I'm really not very far into it. I think I've like lit a fire and gathered some wood, and a stranger stumbled into my room and now we're gonna try to build a hut or something. I don't know, but it's cool. I really like text-based games, but I haven't played too many. People seem to really like this one, so I've been giving it a try. Okay, I thought that anime deserved its own category this time because I've been watching a lot of it. The first thing is a short series called Dot Hack Quantum. I didn't know that Dot Hack was like a larger world with a lot of different stuff in it, but Dot Hack Quantum was my first introduction into it and I love it. It's about these 3 girls who play this game that's essentially like a World of Warcraft style game. I enjoyed it so much that I picked up the first volume of the manga, Legend of the Twilight. I haven't read it yet, but I'm very excited. I haven't really read a lot of manga, but I've been picking up a couple lately just to give it a try, so I'll let you know what I think of it. The next anime that I've started watching recently is Attack on Titan. I didn't know anything about it, and I got Joe to watch it with me, and he doesn't really watch a lot of anime, so after the first episode, which is just like horrifyingly tragic. It was a little tough to get him to keep watching, but we powered through and we're about halfway. Maybe not quite halfway, but we're like a ways into the season, and I love it. Lastly, in honor of the new Sailor Moon series remake that's coming out this summer, I've been rewatching all of the original Sailor Moon in Japanese with subtitles. I realized, you know, watching it as a kid on Toonami and stuff, I never really watched it as a show, you know, I just watched whatever episodes were on after school. So it's really interesting actually to go back and get the whole plot line. I'm halfway into Sailor Moon R, which is season 2. I've been really enjoying myself. Man, I'm so stuffed up. So I watched this a while ago, and I think I've talked about American Horror Story in these videos before, but Coven was amazing. It was definitely by far my favorite season of the show so far. I loved the new actors that they brought on. I loved the whole witch school thing, and it was just, I just loved it, and I love the ending, which isn't something I can say for some of the other seasons. I also recently started watching The Mindy Project, and I love it. It's like a perfect show. Mindy Kaling is so funny, and I love that her character is so relatable. She's not always the most likable. Now she is. She is, but that's because I'm kind of a horrible person too sometimes. But anyway, I love when you stumble upon a show that's just great that you didn't know existed, and then there's like 2 seasons out already and it's fantastic. Speaking of Mindy Kaling, I started reading Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me? I don't have the cover on this book right now. I think it's back there. But I loved reading her story. It's really interesting to hear about someone who rises to success, you know, not because they had like a relative or something who got them in the front door, but because they like really worked at it. And I definitely think you should read this if you like her, or comedy, or good writing, or awesome females. The book that I'm currently reading for the Answerly Book Club is Beauty Queens by Libba Bray. I'm like 6 chapters in right now, and it's really interesting. I don't really know where this book is going yet, and I'm gonna put all my thoughts over on Answerly, so if you want to follow along with my reading of this book, you should go check that out. I also recently found out, and this was amazing, that the Humble Bundle, which is the awesome charity project where you can buy indie games for a set price, and then, you know, part of the money goes to the designers and part of the money goes to charity, also does books. They do ebooks. So I bought a set that had a Scott Westerfeld book and a Will Wheaton book and a couple of other things. And it's awesome because you're buying books for your Kindle or e-reader or whatever, but you're also supporting charity, and sometimes it can be really daunting to try to figure out how to like get digital copies of all the books that you already own on your Kindle and you don't want to spend the money again. So the Humble Bundle is a really great solution for that, and you're supporting charity at the same time, and so this is both wildly exciting and also sort of dangerous for me to know that I can buy books all the time. I have a couple miscellaneous things I want to tell you guys about. The first one is Wanello. I think this is probably a really popular website, but I only recently discovered it. It's sort of like a Pinterest, but more just for shopping. It's just so much fun. I've just made all these boards of like cute iPhone cases and like clothing and like summer stuff and like anime and like all this stuff. I'll put a link to my Wanello below. You know, even if you don't end up buying like anything on it, it's really fun to just sort of window shop, and it's just kind of fun to see what other people are into, make style guides and stuff. I also bought this dry shampoo from Lush. It's called No Drought. I have had very bad luck with dry shampoo. I have pretty greasy hair, and I'm always looking for ways to not have to shower every single day because it's really annoying, but I just have to. So I did a lot of research, and a lot of the reviews on this one said that this is really good, and I'm not gonna lie, it hasn't been wildly successful, but it is better than the spray-on ones, and so I'm gonna keep trying it out. But as far as dry shampoos go, this is the best one I've found. The last thing that I've discovered recently that I want to share with you is Gray's Snacking Reinvented. This is one that I have clearly already started snacking on because one of the foods is missing, but basically you can sign up through this site and it's like a subscription box service. You can get it every 2 weeks or every month. I do every month because I don't need it every 2 weeks, but they send you healthy snacks. And so this one has walnut and vanilla truffle, trail mix, fruit and seed flapjack, like bars, and then a bunch of blueberry yogurt raisins and things like that. And it's all pretty healthy, and it's all really like unique, and everything that I've gotten so far has been pretty delicious. So it's kind of fun just to in the mail get like healthy snacks that you can try out. I've only gotten 2 or 3, but it's been really fun. That's it for now. I'm actually going to LA for a week to hang out with people and make videos with people. I hope the weather is starting to get nice where you guys live. It's been beautiful here in Seattle. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you want to know what I'm up to while I'm in LA next week. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.